Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great always.
Okay, cool. I really was thinking about the conversation that we had yesterday because it was our first conversation, and it was actually a really powerful conversation, I think, for both of us. And it was filled with a lot of information, I would say, and a few aha moments, right? So I just kind of wanted to circle back with you to see, like, what were your biggest takeaways from yesterday? Because I know a lot of the things that were said, a lot of things that you found yourself saying, and you heard me say, it was it seemed to be a big deal. So I just kind of wanted to see what were your biggest takeaways from yesterday's conversation.
Yesterday definitely was a powerful conversation between us. One thing I did get out of it is the way that I put things into existence. When I was speaking, I said a few things subconsciously, not knowing that I was saying these things, and you actually not so much corrected the speech, but you helped me realize that these certain words that I speak they were very powerful, and it actually put me on the subconscious of how I should be speaking as far as when I'm speaking on an everyday terms. And like I said, when we was talking, it was a lot of things that I'm not realizing what I'm saying because I'm saying it. And then if somebody from the outside would tell me, what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, it was a beautiful thing. And one thing that I really got out of it is I was saying a lot of different words that will reflect, will influence you a different type of way. Such words as like problem and trouble, and those problems actually make you feel a certain type of way when you say those things. And you helped me realize that what I was saying is actually harming myself. And by me saying it, it's making me think a certain way. Even though I'm thinking positive about a certain situation, in reality, I was just, saying negative things, not aware of what I was really saying. And you brought that to my, to my attention. You brought that to my life on far as how things were said and how things I should be, what really should I say or how should I say it. And certain words in the, dictionary is very powerful because we was raised that way to use these problems in a negative way. And even though we talking a positive, we talking positive and we want to be positive about a lot of things, there's just certain words that we say, it affect us in a deeper way than we ever know because, as we talk, we basically telling ourselves what we thinking about. And we just pretty much reprogramming our mind again. And we can program our mind by what we actually saying and realize what we saying. And that's where you came in. You actually was the guy outside the box looking in and seeing exactly what I was doing wrong. And it was like I said, it was something amazing. And I wasn't really realizing that that's what I was really doing until you brought it to my attention. And it's basically just bringing it to, a lot of things that we do and a lot of things that we know is common sense, but it's not common practice. And now, the fact that you brought it to my attention, now I would practice it a lot more so I can reprogram my mind to think a certain way and, have a certain feeling behind that. So definitely, I really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. And I would say to sum that up is really, I guess how I look at it is really finding the best feeling way to say something, right? Because I actually just heard you say something, right? And you said that I was the guy outside the box to pretty much point out what you was doing wrong. See, even that statement, right? That doesn't even feel good to me, So what's a better way to say that, right? And I'm just kind of thinking outside the box right now, but it's more so pointing out something that I could be doing better. See, better versus wrong. And again, see,
it's better.
Say that again.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying to your point, you see how you were speaking positive about me, positive about the situation, positive about the growth that was in that moment, but still that one word could be better, you know what I'm saying, because it was you pointed out to me what I was doing wrong versus you pointed out to me some things that I could be doing better. Do you feel the difference?
Yes, there's definitely a big difference as far as better and wrong. Wrong makes you feel like you doing something wrong, and better makes you feel like you doing something better. So it definitely makes you feel a different way, just by saying a certain word. And it changes your whole outlook on things, and it makes you feel, honestly, it's subconsciously we don't notice, and it's something that we programmed our minds to do as we was a little kid, or the way that we was raised, or the environments that we was in. And by those words we saying them, we have to really be, you brought it to my attention that we have to be aware of what we're saying, because these words can affect us in a bigger way than we know it. Even though we given our best effort to speak positive, but these certain words don't give us that feeling that we need. And by talking positive to others, which we want to do to enlighten others, still these words are part of our vocabulary, and we setting the tone for the next person, which these words mean the same thing. And it's just more or less we have to really watch what we say and how we say it. So be more conscious on what we saying to others, because by we saying to others, we practice what we preach. And the best preacher is the one when we're talking to ourselves. So yeah, definitely.
I agree with everything you said 100%, and I'll go just a little deeper to tell you why I feel like it's better from the thing from my perspective. Just put it that way is. We speak about the law of attraction, and we kind of spoke about the law of attraction a little bit yesterday. When we speak about the law of attraction, you really get what you feel. So you don't get what you say, you get what you feel. So you attract what you feel and not what you say. And I think to connect the dots, that's what you said. Some of these words make us feel a certain way, and we're going to attract, regardless if we are aware of it or not, what we're feeling about, not thinking about, or talking about. You see, so the power of the word makes you feel, and then you're going to attract what you feel, not what you're saying.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So that's definitely a higher level of awareness you definitely brought into my life. And like you said, you feel a certain way, and these certain words is giving us a certain type of feeling. We definitely need to start watching these words that we need to say. That we do say on a day-to-day basis, and change it up a little bit. Actually, change it up a lot. We got a lot of work to do in this world, so. And it all starts with ourselves. And by you sitting here helping me, now I can help myself so I can help others.
Right. Cool. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate you sharing how you thought about, yesterday's conversation. So just to kind of transition a little bit. So is there anything in particular you want to talk about today?
Yeah, I would like to talk about the feeling of guilt. Okay. That's a really powerful statement, I guess. The feeling of guilt. And, today I went through something with a family member. And, I'm there to help my family by any means necessary, and I'll do whatever I can do for them. But the way they make you feel is very, very, it's two type of feelings in this world that's most powerful. It's love and fear. And fear makes you don't do something, and love makes you do something. And when you love your family members and you want to help them, and they make you feel guilty about it, it makes you not, it makes you fear that you're doing something wrong, and it makes you not do anything, if you understand what I'm saying. But I would say the guilt part of helping others, and just by thinking about it, just kind of like lost my way right there.
No, that's okay. So I'll just jump in and I'm sure it'll come back. Okay, so you heard that word wrong come back, right? Which is okay. But then I also heard you say one word probably about 5 times, and that's make, because you were saying, how, something makes you feel, this person makes you feel, the situation makes you feel. So what I would offer you, right, the word is people, and a lot of people don't know this, and this is the thing, and this is where people kind of get stuck, is people can't make us feel, right? We choose to feel. So really, for one, and I'm gonna break it down. For one, it's really taking ownership, because people, situation, circumstance can't make us feel. Now we react based on what we see. We react based on what we hear. We react based on what's going on, but we choose our own feelings, right? So, say for instance, if you someone said something to both of us, and you thought it was funny, and I just didn't think it was funny. Like, it just wasn't funny. It kind of made me mad. See, you hear that word, right? It kind of made me mad. Well, how could it make me mad and make you mad? See, so the things can't make us. People can't make us feel. We choose to feel. So I would say choose a different feeling. And I know that's easier said than done, but to start on the top is choose a different feeling. But
okay, now how should we go about choosing a different feeling?
Well,
I mean, most people think that feelings. Well, I know one thing about feelings. Feelings is in control of the way you think. If you think in a certain way, you feel in a certain way. You can't feel good and think bad, and feel bad and think good. I understand that concept. And again, I understand where you're coming from, and that's what it is. I'm actually putting my own guilt on myself, thinking that you're exactly right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So I'll tell you this. Okay, I'm going to go somewhere with it. But what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite thing to do? And I'm going somewhere with this. But what's your favorite thing to do?
I love to drive. I love to drive cross country.
Okay. So if I was writing a book right now, or if I was writing a book, so the name of the book or the name of the chapter would be called My New Favorite Thing, right? So that's what the title would be. So I will offer you a new favorite thing, and that favorite thing is to feel good. Because that's where everything comes from. That's where the creation comes from. That's where everything that we do is come from, the feeling of feeling good. So my new favorite thing to do is to feel good. So see, if it's my ultimate goal to feel good, I watch the feelings that I choose. So you can't make me, right? You being plural, whoever you are, like, you can't make me feel. Now, I may allow space to process it, but at the end of the day, I know my ultimate goal is to feel good, and I will feel good because I care about how I feel, because I attract based on how I feel. I know there's a lot of eyes in there, but you see what I'm saying, though?
Yes, eyes a very powerful word. Definitely.
So, to answer your question, because that was a great question, is to care more about how you feel. That fixes it, because it kind of detaches yourself from the thing or for the person or the situation, because you care about how you feel. And you know, for you, feeling less than good is just not it. Feeling less than good will not attract the things that you want. Feeling less than good is really inconsistent with who you become.
Yes.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So choose to feel good. Make it your new favorite thing.
Yeah, you actually just made me think about a different situation as far as drive across country, and of course that makes me feel good. So when a type of situation comes up, you have to change your thoughts at that moment and feel the way you want to feel, and whatever makes you feel good, think about that.
Right. So just to be blunt about it, right? So we're not going to choose guilt anymore, because that's a feeling that you was choosing. Like, we're not going to choose guilt. So I guess if I was in a situation, I probably would say, okay, the first feeling that came to me was guilt, and I don't really like the way that feels. So what needs to happen? This is me coaching myself. So what needs to happen in order for me to feel good? I'm a communicator. I like to talk. I don't like to sweep things under the rug. So for me personally, it would probably be to have a conversation about it and express my truth about it. Because I still want to walk away with everybody feeling good. But at the end of the day, and this may sound a little harsh, is we're not responsible for anybody else's feelings, and they're not responsible for ours either. So, but it's my ultimate goal to offer all of us to walk away understanding the truth, respecting how we all choose to feel, right? But for me, it would be having more dialogue about it, because that's me. Because if I sit on it, I know how I do, then it's not going away quick enough. You know, because I'm powerful enough, I think. I'm powerful enough thinker that consciously I won't be thinking about it. So what happens is it'll go into my subconscious, which is more powerful anyway. So it's about learning how we are as individuals. So I allow that processing time, if you will, and that's it. I mean, I don't, you know.
I understand. Thank you, man. That definitely changed my point of view about a lot of things. It definitely helped me. And now I have a more better perspective of how to go about doing certain things, especially when you come into them situations, family members, and like I said, love and fear is one of the two biggest feelings that you have, emotions that you have, and that definitely made me feel a lot better. Yeah, I used a good word there, feel. Feel
right.
great now. Now I got a smile on my face. I really appreciate that. It's definitely, sometimes you just need that outside source to help you get past that little hurdle in life to go to the next step. It's just sometimes we get stuck on that one thing. And like I said this morning when I was dealing with a family situation, again, quote unquote guilt came to my mind because I felt guilty, which because I was thinking that way. Now you're bringing it to the existence in my head. You're bringing it better, you enlighten me on that. And I shouldn't feel guilty because it's what I want to feel. So if I feel like good, if I want to feel good, then I have to feel good and just keep that. Maybe by me feeling good, that probably help them. It will help them a little bit more than feeling bad and guilty about it. Because when you feel bad, then of course you attract that, like you said, and you start putting that out there as well. And your feelings is, outside, inside source. And like I said, it makes you